Have you ever thought about the journey your favorite food takes before it ends up on your plate? It's easy to take for granted how convenient it is to grab a snack, a meal, or even a dessert. But behind every delicious bite is a whole process we rarely see. Whether it's that sizzling sausage, a gooey slice of pizza, or a refreshing ice pop, the factories that make these items have perfected every step. So, what's the secret behind these food factories? Let's take a journey through the processes, step by step, and see how everyday foods come to life. Sausage production, from farm to table. Let's kick things off with one of the most loved comfort foods, sausage. We all know how delicious they are, but what happens before they hit the grill or your breakfast plate? It starts with carefully selected meat, which is ground into fine particles by high-tech grinders. These grinders are designed to ensure the meat is broken down to the perfect consistency, with no bones or contaminants. Once ground, the meat enters the mixing stage. The recipe for sausages varies from one to another. Some are mild, while others pack a spicy punch, but all of them have a common base, the right seasoning blend. This is where things get interesting. The meat is combined with a variety of herbs and spices, which are carefully weighed and measured by machines for perfect consistency every time. But here's a twist. During the mixing process, a small amount of ice is added. You might think it's to keep things cool, and you'd be right. The ice helps in the grinding process and ensures the right texture by keeping the mix at the ideal temperature. It's also crucial for retaining moisture, ensuring the sausage stays juicy. Next comes the casing. Natural casings, often made from animal intestines, are soaked in water to soften them up. The meat mixture is then carefully stuffed into these casings by an automatic machine. The filling is done with precision, creating sausages that are perfectly uniform in size. Once the sausages are stuffed, the next step is smoking. The sausages are transferred to a smoking chamber where they're slowly cooked in a mixture of smoke and heat. This imparts that familiar smoky flavor we all love. Depending on the recipe, sausages may be smoked for hours to get the deep flavor and texture that makes them irresistible. Finally, after smoking, the sausages go through a drying phase to help them retain their shape and texture. The final product is packaged and shipped out, ready to satisfy customers. Cheese production, from milk to mozzarella. Cheese is another staple we all know and love, and the process of making it is both an art and a science. Let's start with the foundation, milk. The milk used in cheese production comes from cows that are treated with the utmost care. A steady diet of quality feed and fresh water ensures that the milk is rich in nutrients and flavor. Once the milk is collected, it's heated in large vats to a specific temperature to help break down the proteins. From there, red is added, an enzyme that causes the milk to coagulate, forming curds. At the same time, bacteria are added to enhance the flavor profile and texture of the cheese. This is where the magic happens, as the milk begins to transform into something entirely new. After the curds have formed, they are cut into small pieces to help release the whey, the liquid byproduct of cheese making. The curds are then heated and stirred to help expel even more whey, which makes the curds firmer. Then, the real work begins, the stretching process. The curds are placed into hot water and kneaded by machines that stretch and pull the curd until it's smooth and elastic. This gives mozzarella its signature stretchy texture. Once the curd is ready, it's shaped into balls and cooled before being packaged for sale. What makes mozzarella so delicious isn't just the texture, it's the freshness. In many factories, a mozzarella is shipped out the same day it's made, ensuring customers get the freshest product possible. Ice pops, chilled to perfection. Now, let's move on to one of the most refreshing treats for a hot day, ice pops. When you think of an ice pop, you probably think of vibrant colors and fruity flavors, and for good reason. The process of making ice pops is surprisingly simple, but relies on a lot of precision. The first step in making ice pops is creating the base mixture, which is usually made up of water, fruit juice, sugar, and sometimes a little bit of food coloring to make the pops even more enticing. This mixture is poured into molds that come in all sorts of fun shapes. Some are traditional sticks, while others are shaped like animals or characters. Each mold is carefully filled to ensure that every pop has a consistent shape and size. Once the molds are filled, they're moved into a freezing chamber where cold air rapidly freezes the mixture. The cooling process is essential to ensure the pops freeze evenly, creating that smooth texture we all love. After freezing, a small stick is inserted into each pop, giving it a convenient handle. The best part of the process? It's not just about taste, it's about efficiency. Recent innovations have made it possible for ice pop factories to increase production by as much as 50%, reducing costs while maintaining quality. After the pops are frozen and the sticks are in place, they're packaged for shipment, ready to bring joy to customers around the world. Mashed potatoes from spuds to side dish. Mashed potatoes are a universal comfort food, perfect alongside almost any meal. But behind every creamy mashed potato dish is a lot of factory magic. The process starts with freshly harvested potatoes, which arrive at the factory ready to be transformed. The first step is washing the potatoes thoroughly to remove any dirt or contaminants. They are then passed through automated machines that scrub their skins clean. Once the potatoes are clean, they enter the peeling phase. In a factory, peeling isn't done by hand. It's automated, and the potatoes are stripped of their skins using abrasive rollers. After peeling, the potatoes move into a section where they're chopped into uniform pieces. These pieces are then boiled to soften them, making them easier to mash. When the potatoes are soft and ready, they are moved to the mashing area. This is where the magic happens. A huge industrial blender mashes the potatoes into a smooth paste. But the mashed potatoes aren't finished yet. They're mixed with butter and milk to give them the creamy texture that makes them irresistible. The mashed potatoes are then portioned out into trays, ready to be packaged and shipped to stores. Whether you prefer them as a side dish or a main course, these mashed potatoes are ready to satisfy your cravings. Frozen pizza, a slice of convenience. Frozen pizza is another favorite that has become a household staple. From the moment the dough is made to when it's frozen and packed, every step is carefully crafted for maximum efficiency. The process starts with the dough, which is made from flour, yeast, water, and a little salt. The dough is mixed in large machines, ensuring it's smooth and stretchy. Once the dough is mixed, it's balled up and placed into pizza pans where it's allowed to rise before being partially baked. This pre-baking step helps to give the dough structure and ensures it doesn't become soggy when the toppings are added. Next, a robot applies a generous layer of pizza sauce, ensuring each pizza gets the same amount for that perfect flavor. The cheese, usually a blend of mozzarella and other cheeses, is shredded and evenly distributed across the pizza. Afterward, various toppings are added, whether it's pepperoni, mushrooms, or veggies. Each pizza is tailored to meet customer demands. Once the pizzas are assembled, they're quickly frozen to lock in their freshness. After freezing, the pizzas are packaged, ready for shipping and destined for your freezer. Whether it's a quick dinner or a snack, frozen pizza is a convenient way to enjoy a great meal without the hassle of cooking from scratch. So, the next time you grab a snack or sit down for a meal, take a moment to appreciate the incredible machines and processes that make it all possible. From the precision of sausage production to the automation behind mashed potatoes and frozen pizza, the world of food manufacturing is a fascinating one. Thanks to advanced technology and expert craftsmanship, these foods are produced efficiently and consistently, bringing high-quality products to our tables day in and day out. Every step of the way, from the grinding of meat to the freezing of pizzas, is carefully designed to ensure the best flavor, texture, and quality. So, the next time you enjoy one of these treats, take a moment to think about the hard work that goes into making them so delicious, and maybe give a little thanks to the machines that made it all possible. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into food production, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. There's always more to discover in the world of food.